So how can you print hello world in C program? All you have to do is to first declare the preprocessor directive, that is hash include. Hash include is our preprocessor directive, and next you have to give the header file. There are so many header files in C programming, that is std.io, that is stdio.h. This is our header file which consists of input output operations, that is printf and scanf. That is, by using this header file we can use printf and scanf functions in our C programming. Okay, next you should have to open the main function, that is int main. Int is our data type right here, and you should have to call the function right here. Okay, so int main is called here and you should have to open. So literally what you're doing here is you're opening the main function from the stdio, that is our header file. You're just opening the function, main function from this header file, and you're just writing things from this function. Okay, you're literally writing things inside this function. Okay, so you should have to print hello world. In order to print hello world, you should have to give a print statement, that is printf hello world. Okay, let's before executing this you have to give a return 0 in order to return a value as int, char, and such type of data types require a return value. You should have to give a return 0 at the end before closing the brackets of the main function. Okay, let's run this, and yes, you can see the hello world program right here. Okay, isn't this simple? Yes, this is so simple. And let's go on to the next program. So next program is to print. Okay, let me close this. Okay, so our next program is to print sum of two numbers. Okay, sum of two numbers. So how can you print sum of two numbers? So first of all, you should have to declare the preprocessor directive, that is hash include. Okay, then you have to give the header file, that is stdio.h. This header file consists of input output operations, commands for input output operations, that is printf and scanf statements are present in this header file. Okay, then you should have to open the main function along with the data type of the main function, that is int, that is to be declared there. Okay, then you have to open the brackets. Then you should have to declare. You have to declare two variables. In order to do the sum of two numbers, you should have to know two numbers, right? 1 and 2. Consider the numbers as 1 and 2. So in order to give the basic idea to the compiler, all you have to do is to give two variables. Okay, two variables such as a or b or any other letter. So I'm gonna give a and b right here. So I'm gonna give them the data type they require. So as a and b are numbers, what I'm gonna do is to give the number data type. Okay, these a and b are basically variables. These are datas, and these datas have types. Okay, and this data type is of numbers and it is of integer data type, so we can give the data type as int. Okay, you should have to give a semicolon after writing each and every statement in C program, else the compiler will detect an error and it will not execute. You should have to debug it again and again and again. Okay, just go through that. Okay, next what you have to do is to just print the statement which shows the user to give a number, to enter a number. Okay, then you have to type printf enter a. Okay, you have to close the brackets, give a semicolon. Then the user is literally now giving a value, like if consider the value of a is to be 1, the user just gives a value like 1. Okay, so in order to save the value of a as 1 in that is to be read by the compiler and to be saved by the compiler, what you have to do is to use the statement scanf. Okay, scanf. So you should have to use the statement scanf, and as the user gives the value 1, you should have to save the value 1, right? You should have to save the value in the database, right? How to save the value in database? You should have to give percentage of d. So what is the purpose of giving percentage of d? Percentage of d is to give a data type or a value of a number value in the database or in the memory location. Therefore it is easy for the program to store certain values like integer values. So in order to store or make an integer space in the memory location, or in order to store an integer value in the memory location, you should have to give percentage of d in scanf. Okay, so here we are storing number 1, that is 4a, in the memory location. So in order to save that, we are giving percentage of d right here. Okay, percentage of d, and what should we print here? We should have to print a, right? So we are gonna call a right here. So in order to call that, you should have to use the AND operator and a. Okay, that's it. So the next thing is that we should have to enter the second number, that is, you should have to enter the second number b, that is, the variable b consists of value 2 or something, or any value. 2 is just a demo value. Okay, the user can give any value. Okay, so printf enter b. Okay, the same way scanf percentage of d, we should have to call the b and b. Okay, right now we are literally calling the variable right here. Okay, we called it, and next what are you gonna do is to print the sum, right? The sum of two numbers, right? So in order to print the sum of two numbers, you should have to give the statement printf the summers. Okay, so you should have to store the value of sum, that is the value of a plus b, in the memory location. In order to store the value of a and b, a plus b, in the memory location, you should have to give another variable or another specific memory space or an integer space in the memory location. So you should have to give another percentage of d right here. Okay, percentage of d and percentage of d and a plus b. Okay, so you should have to give return 0 as integer function or integer data type is used for initializing the function right here. You should have to give return 0. So return 0 is used for int, char, float data types. Okay, we're gonna run it. So first number is 1. Okay, 1. Second number is 2. Okay, sum is 3. 3, that is 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, I hope you understand this thing. Okay, thank you.